Boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 745. Why stay average? This is just going to be like more of an open conversation with me, having it with myself. And I'm going to Google a bunch of stuff here because for me, I just don't understand why everybody is okay with being average. I truly do not get it. When we live in the most robust times ever to have whatever you want, where guys have like the least amount of games. So if you have game, you could step out and stand out. Where everybody is just a gigantic mammoth of a person, where everybody is just riddled with self-esteem issues and so much nonsense that I it just blows my mind, quite frankly. Like, I mean, I'm happy because I have more money, women, and opportunities to do whatever I want pretty much for the rest of my life. And I'm just getting better because I haven't stopped on my self-improvement journey. But it just like really confuses me to just understand, like, why is everybody just so average? Well, now when it's like the best time to not be average and the easiest time not to be average. So anyways, don't forget, we got the Masculine Empowerment Network coming up.
Hey guys, what's up?
On the 1st of August. It's right around the corner. So take a look real quick here, and don't forget that we're going to be showing you guys all the benefits in the program right now.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, MLD, and I'm back today with a special message for you. But before I get going, I just want to ask you one quick question. Are you ready for a massive change in your life? Right now, looking at the state of the world, I'm happy to say that we are making progress. I believe that we are winning the culture war, and I do believe that there are greener pastures ahead, despite all of the propaganda that is designed to make you feel disenfranchised and, quite frankly, black-pilled. The elites and the people who are controlling the world are absolutely losing ground to men like us who desire quality life, to be free, and to have choice in our dating, relationships, financial success, and so much more. And I want to make the opportunity available for you to get your piece of the pie. And that's why I'm here to talk to you once again about the Masculine Empowerment Network. Starting on August 1st, we are beginning enrollment for the 2024 calendar year. And this is my personal community that is dedicated to elevating your life in 4 aspects that I believe are the most important for men: money, muscles, game, and frame. This network has been operational since 2019, and our members have exceeded over 10,000 men across the globe. And we are only growing stronger and better every single year. As you know, I recently took a little bit of a break from YouTube, but I was offline training my elite group of members in my community. And I'm back now with a refined approach, re-energized and ready to attack and help give you the life that you want. The Masculine Empowerment Network is a 3-part program. And I'm happy to say this time I'm going to be introducing my first ever Total Dating Mastery Hybrid course, which is a culmination of all of my previous courses, including Body Language Mastery, SALT, The Dark Pass, and Pandemic Pickup. This course is engineered to help you master text message game, online dating apps, cold approach, vetting a woman, helping put her on your rotation, or vetting her to be your girlfriend and or wife. This is a gigantic value that I've been putting together for the longest time, and I'm putting the best pieces from all my courses in this hybrid course that is aimed to make you walk away from all of your dating troubles for the rest of your life. The second part of the Masculine Empowerment Network is our live webinar training. Starting on August 12th, we will be engaging in 20 webinars, which each have no time limit, which is going to be led by me and my team of men from the Masculine Empowerment Network, talking to you about the core fundamentals of money, muscles, game, and frame to help you maximize your potential as a man so you no longer have to feel defeated, depressed, alone, unworthy, and plagued with tons of negative thoughts. These will be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Eastern every single day, Monday to Friday, from August 12th to August 23rd. If you can't attend them live, that's okay, because they're going to be recorded and you'll be able to watch them for the rest of your life. In addition to that, after every session, we have an open Q&A panel, which allows you to directly ask your question to the leader who is speaking that day in his area of excellence, whether it's money, muscles, game, or frame. Every man will get his questions answered, and no man will be left behind. In addition to that is our Masculine Empowerment Network Telegram chat. This is where you will be able to network with other high-value men around the world in order to grow your personal power as well as the other members of the group. We have had so many men from so many different walks of life. I'm talking millionaires, doctors, Navy SEALs, you name it. We have had them all for the Masculine Empowerment Network, and they are all very high-level guys that are added to the group. This is open 24 hours, where you have immediate and direct access to me and all my leaders in the community to help answer your questions simply at the palm of your hands. If you have problems with your text message game, send a text message screenshot. We'll look at it and we'll tell you what to do. If you want to look good for your next photo shoot, send us the outfits. Try them on. We'll tell you if you look good. We'll tell you if you look bad. Are you feeling down, depressed, feeling worthless, feeling like you have just endless anxiety? Talk to us. We'll get you through it. That's what we've been doing since 2019. And we're only getting better as the years go on. It's a group of positive men that are all unified under one cause, and that is getting better at our lives and maximizing our approach to self-improvement. This will be available immediately as well. So as soon as you sign up, you're going to have a link, click on that, and you're in there. The third part of Masculine Empowerment Network is our Masculine Empowerment Network database. Since 2019, we have recorded every single webinar we have ever done with all the big names across the masculine self-improvement space. And if you miss a webinar, it's okay, because it's going to be put on that database. And in addition to that, you're going to have access to 4 complete years of training to catch you up and really have your own personal positive feed of masculine self-development, where you can watch and see other men just like you on their masculine journey of self-improvement to help you feel like you're not alone and to answer all of your questions directly. With those 3 parts, that is what we are putting together with the Masculine Empowerment Network. However, I do have a bonus for you. For the first time ever, I am proud to announce that if you sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network, you will be allowed to attend the Hawaii Masculine Empowerment Network Retreat. This will be only available to men who have joined the community, and we are going to be having a self-development live live-in training seminar in Honolulu, Hawaii, and it's going to be so amazing. As you know, we just did so many live events in Tokyo, Manila, and Orlando, Florida, and I really, truly believe that the power of us coming together and uniting and networking and learning and growing together is the most powerful asset you can ever have in the entire world. Join us, join our brotherhood, and know that we will not judge you, we will not put you down. We are all coming together to lift each other up and ascend to new heights as we march forward into what I believe to be a very, very bright future. And that leads me to my final point. For the first time ever in the history of the Masculine Empowerment Network, we are now adding a recruitment bonus where I will be paying you cash for bringing somebody who has never signed up to the Masculine Empowerment Network before. That's right. If you bring somebody to sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network, I will pay you 50% of their sign-up fee after we complete the webinars and we get everybody on board. Because I truly believe that this is now the time to reach out to the brothers out there who want to help other people and reward you for doing the right thing, for growing the network, and continuing to win with me in the culture war. So don't forget, on August 1st, we are starting enrollment, and enrollment is only available for 5 days because we have to start the training on August 12th. So if that's something you're interested in, you can scan the QR code on the screen right now, or go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com and get on the waiting list, because enrollment will be done through email starting August 1st. I look forward to hanging out with you in the sun in Hawaii, teaching you in those webinars, and helping you in the Telegram chat, and so much more. Till then, I'll see you next time.
That's us right there. We're rocking and rolling, boys. It's going down on August 1st. August 1st. We are launching our enrollment, and the schedule is going to be out tomorrow. So don't forget, we got 51 people on the waiting list. And you know what? One thing that's like, kind of honestly, it's like a little bit alarming to a degree. The signups have slowed down, and I genuinely don't understand. Like we're going to talk about that today too. But real quick, if you want to go ahead and get on the waiting list, that just lets me know that this is something you guys want. Go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com, get on that waiting list right there. Put your best email address right there. Click notify me. It's totally free, and you will be locked and loaded, man. You'll be there for all the things we're doing. This is a real network. This is a real network of real men and real power. We have been changing lives since 2019. And quite frankly, we're just getting better every single year. Every single year, we're getting better. Every single year that we are just increasing the strength of the network, and guys are getting results. Like, that's kind of like what today's episode is about, right? So I definitely want to see you guys signing up, getting on the waiting list today. So out of the 200 target we have, we're currently at, let me see, currently right now, we're at 52. So someone joined during this stream. Big ups to whoever joined right now. Okay. But I'm genuinely, I don't understand why people would want to stay average. Billy, by the way, can you monitor the Republican National Convention for when Donald Trump is on the screen and speaking? Because I just want to watch that, because talking about a guy who doesn't want to be average, God, man, it's just so good to just have that guy as a sign of hope and inspiration too. And they got everybody there, dude. I mean, like they got Hulk Hogan. He's about to speak right now, and this is not going to be like this is not going to be like a dedicated stream to like whatever, like, oh, we got this clear agenda on this stream. We're going to be popping in and out, and I want to show you guys like some inspirational people like this guy right here, Hulk Hogan. Look at this guy, the man. As American as they come, brother. A non-average man, a non-average individual, crushing it in life in his 70s. American hero, American
let
hero.
Me tell you something, brother. You know something? When I came here tonight, there was so much energy in this room. I felt maybe I was in Madison Square Garden getting ready to win another world title. Or maybe I thought the vibe was so intense, the energy was so crazy, it felt like maybe I was going to press that no good stinky giant over my head and slam him through the mat, brother.
It's very American.
But what I found out was I was in a room full of real Americans, brother. And at the end of the day, with our leader up there, my hero, that gladiator, we're going to bring America back together. One real American at a time, brother.
You know it. And if you don't like it, we're going to deport you. Go back to your country. It's probably better there if you're talking about America the whole time.
I've seen some great tag teams in my time. Hulk Hogan and, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
He's cutting a promo right now.
But you know something?
Phenomenal.
I see the greatest tag team of my life standing upon us, getting ready to straighten this country out for all the real Americans. You know, even though you guys are real Americans, you better get ready. Because when Donald J. Trump becomes the president of the United States, all the real Americans are going to be nicknamed Trumpites. Because all the Trumpites are going to be running wild for 4 years. So with the power of Donald J. Trump and all the Trumpites running wild, America is going to get back on track. And like Donald J. Trump said, America is going to be great again. You know, when I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again.
I need one of those shirts.
Trumpomania make America great again.
I'm buying that shirt right now. I'm buying it. I'm sending it to my mom. She mails it to me in Tokyo. It cost me like hundreds of dollars to do it, but let's go. Let's go. The motivation cannot be average. The absolute motivation cannot be average here.
You know something, Trumpites? I didn't come here as Hulk Hogan, but I just had to give you a little taste. You know, my name is Terry Bollea. And as an entertainer, I love you too. And as an entertainer, I tried to stay out of politics. But after everything that's happened to our country over the past 4 years, and everything that happened last weekend, I can no longer stay silent. I'm here tonight because I want the world to know that Donald Trump is a real American hero. And I'm proud to support my hero as the next president of this United States. You know, guys, I've known Donald Trump for over 35 years. You know, hold on a second, hold on. I just had a flashback. I just had a flashback, man. This is really tripping. You know, the last time I was up on stage, Donald Trump was sitting at ringside at the Trump Plaza. I was bleeding like a pig, and I won the world title right in front of Donald J. Trump. And you know something? He's going to win in November, and we're all going to be champions again when he wins.
About time. It's about fucking time.
And like I said, I've known that man for over 35 years, and he's always been the biggest patriot, and he still is. He's always told you exactly what he thought, and he still does, brother. And no matter the odds, he always finds a way to win. And when he's back in our White House, America is going to start winning again.
They don't have the red one. They only have the white one on the website. I'll try to find it.
You know, guys, over my career, I've been in the ring with some of the biggest, some of the baddest dudes on the planet. And I've squared off against warriors, ooh yeah, savages. And I've even, like I said, body slammed giants in the middle of the ring. And I know tough guys. But let me tell you something, brother. Donald Trump is the toughest of them all. They've thrown everything at Donald Trump. All the investigations, the impeachments, the court cases, and he's still standing and kicking their butts. You know, we never had it better than the Trump years. Back then, we had a thriving economy. We had strong borders. We had safe streets. We had peace and respect around the world. But then we lost it all in a blink of an eye. Crime is out of control. The border is out of control. The price of food and gas and housing is out of control.
Yep.
And the only person who can clean this up is Donald Trump.
Yep.
You know, guys, I really, really love this country. And I've lived the American dream. And I want my kids, your kids, and all those little teeny Hulkamaniacs out there to live the American dream too. This November, guys, we can save the American dream for everyone. And Donald Trump is the president who will get the job done. So all you criminals, all you lowlifes, all you scumbags, all you drug dealers, and all you crooked politicians need to answer one question, brother. What you gonna do when Donald Trump and all the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Amazing.
God bless you, and thank you.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Giving him a kiss. I love it. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I love it.
Please welcome the president and CEO of the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association and president.
All right. Billy just hit me in the chat. Guys, just spam me in the chat when it's going down, when Trump's speaking, because I want to just I timed this perfectly because I'm pretty sure he's going to be speaking today, right? My political geniuses out there in the chat. You know, actually, and I want to talk. This stream is just going to be, I got to get everything off of my chest because I genuinely care. All right. I genuinely care about you guys, and I genuinely give a crap about, you know, helping you guys get your lives better. Okay. Now, I want to tell you guys something about this, right? As you guys know, I am a friend, and I like to call myself a mentee of Mr. Brandon Carter, huge internet celebrity, multimillionaire, just otherwise, just like an amazing guy, just an overall amazing guy. And I think, did you guys remember the other day when I did an episode about, you know, Pearl? Pearl's my friend. There wasn't a dig at her, but I was just talking about how this is why women, quite frankly, they don't really make any massive changes in the world. They don't lead any revolutions. They don't do anything. They just typically always roll over and show their belly. Every great change that's ever happened in the world came from men. And that's the thing. Like they're trying to psyop you guys into thinking that like you guys are useless. You guys, there's no point in you know, trying to do something great with your life. There's no point in trying to level up. They want you to be, you know, like I said, they want you to be black-pilled about everything. They want you to be, you know, disenfranchised. They want you to be just miserable and hopeless at home. That's what they want, right? And, you know, with Pearl doing that thing, she's like, you know, you just gotta live. You know, she's a typical girl. And like, again, I'm not digging at her. She's my friend. She texts me. We're cool. We're totally fine. But, I'm going to offer my commentary because for a couple things first, right? She piggybacked off of the manosphere movement, right? Because she saw what was happening. She had an idea and, she made it work and good on her, right? But, she's a white woman. She's a white woman from a family with her father. Apparently, what I've heard is like he sold his tech company in the 90s for like $20 million, something wild. Okay. So she's literally like a rich white girl, probably the epitome of privilege, a rich white American girl, the privilege, the epitome of privilege in this existence that we're sharing this timeline before we all die. Right. And with her, she was saying that, like, politics doesn't really matter. Are things really going to change? Are things absolutely going to really, make a big change in 10 years? Probably not. And then that's a defeatist attitude. That's a defeatist attitude. And that's like like I said, like, guys, women are just weak. They are, okay? In that sense, women don't know about combat. Women don't know about violence. Women don't know about rebellion. They don't know how to fucking have, women are far more agreeable than men. Men are the ones that are like, no, I don't like the way this is happening. Okay. And I want this to change. Okay. And then I saw Brandon's stream, and it was completely different because, Brandon is a self-made multimillionaire, and he's a real G. He's a real fucking G. And he was talking about a couple things here on his recent stream, and I want to talk about it because it's just such good content. I mean, this guy, and for me too, like, I watch his content, right? Because anytime, like, when I was in my 20s, like, if like a hot, like, really hot girl would give me the time of day, right? I would get so excited, and I'd just be like, oh my God, like, a hot girl's gonna talk to me. Like, bro, this hot girl just hit me up. Oh yeah, hot girl. Right? And then I developed my game, and I learned the reality of most women are just liabilities. Not get blackpilled or anything, but it's the truth. Like, the more you develop your game, the more you develop your inner game, the more you develop your sense of judgment, right? You realize you develop your discernment to a higher degree, and you don't want to associate with a lot of people, right? There's people in Tokyo, like, and this is the thing that really disgusts me too. There's so many guys, and I guess it's because they hang out in Tokyo, because Japanese men are just like the kings of passive aggressive behavior, right? They're Japanese men, by and large, are cowards. They will never confront you face to face. They will never say anything because I'm, as a foreigner, I'm bigger, I'm stronger. My country won the war. You have a complex about this. That's just it is what it is. There is a complex about that, especially when they see us with Japanese girls, and then girls, girls love me. I'm a man, bro. Girls love me everywhere I go. Okay. So they get passive aggressive. And I think this rubs off on the foreign guys here, but also guys in general are, their testosterone levels are crashing. They're passive aggressive. They're snakes, all of this behavior is just, it's truly, personally, to me, I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of loyalty. Okay. If you're my friend, you're my friend. And if you're my enemy, you're my enemy. And I like, I was talking to my friend Devon last night. He's a great friend of mine. We talk all the time. And I was telling him that, like, what I am when I'm out and about is I'm just a mirror. I'm a mirror. If you're going to be nice to me, I'm going to be nice to you. If you're going to be a dick to me, I assure you, I'm going to fucking out-dick you. Okay. I assure you. And I initially start off being nice to everybody, not because I'm a weakling or, trying to supplicate like some people who are. Some of you guys are forced to be nice guys. Okay. You're forced to be nice guys because that's the only way for you to eke your way through life. Not me. Okay. I respect other people because when you respect other people, that's the highest form of self-respect. Respecting other people is not for that person. It's for yourself. Okay. It's to show the world that, like, hey, you know what? I'm not a dirtbag. I'm not a low class, just a vagabond of a person. When I see the state of man nowadays, right? When I see what's going on, I mean, I truly am just plagued with the question, why? Like, why? Why? Really want to know why. Why average? Why? Why are you like this? Okay. So and another thing is this too, like, and because I watched Brandon's live stream, right? Brandon Carter has 1.19 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. And his show, Victory Talk, where you get to listen, interact, and send super chats to a multi-million-dollar, self-made, legitimate elite alpha male. This guy is getting anywhere between 150 to like 300 live stream viewers. And it's kind of making me feel like, because I'm seeing stuff like this, I'm like, how? Like I said, going back to the hot girl thing, right? When fucking when I was young, I used to get so excited, like talking to hot girls and shit, right? And now, like, that's how I am when like multimillionaires hit me up. I'm like, oh my God. Like every time I talk to this guy, I'm fucking just like, I'm so like humbled and honored that he would even give me the time of day. Okay. And part of me is thinking that I think that to be honest, I feel like just more and more guys are giving up.
Shut up and take my money.
I feel like that it's just too easy to be a loser. I mean, you could, when you get horny, what do? Come on, you know what you're doing. You go fucking open some porn, you start jerking off, you bust your nut, and you jizz all over yourself, you jizz all over your keyboard like a fucking child, okay? Like a child who pulls out his pee-pee and touches himself in secret, hiding from mommy and daddy. It's a childish thing, okay? You are a child if you sit around, jerk off to porn, okay? It is childish, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, go out there and get some fucking pussy like your ancestors did to spawn your weak and measly ass here, instead of just jerking off in secret. Yeah, it's easy to just don't achieve anything. Just play some video games, smoke some weed, order some Uber Eats, whatever, right? No big deal. But that is a lifetime of misery. That is a lifetime of being invisible to women. And that is a lifetime of slavery to cheap dopamine, and to all you guys are like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight the deep state and I'm going to level up. I'm going to do this and that. No, you're not. You addicted to Uber Eats? No, you're not. You addicted to porn? No, you're not. You addicted to drugs? No. You're simp. You fucking addicted to OnlyFans, pornography? They got you right where they fucking want you. The only time I recently looked at some porn videos, right? Because I was trying to teach this girl how to suck my dick because she's so bad at it. And I was like, how do I like, is there instructional videos to like find like good blowjob? And I was just like looking through these porn website on my phone. I was like, God, this shit is pathetic. People fucking watch this shit. The pop-ups, the fucking, oh, hi, I'm in your area. And some of these bitches are so nasty too, with like, God, listen, nothing appalls me more than a bad pair of titties. Seriously, I'm like, oh God, just put those away. It's foul. I just cannot deal with it. But I was doing that, and I was trying to teach this girl how to suck my dick because, recently, this fucking Latina girl sucked my dick recently, and I was like, oh God, I forgot what that's like, and then I got to teach an Asian girl. It's hard being me. But anyways, going through this shit, I was like, God, this is just so pathetic. Like, and some of you guys have your porn saved in tabs, like, oh yeah, this is my favorite one. Why? And I get it. I think it just has to be people are giving up. People are just comfortably numb, like the Pink Floyd song, comfortably numb, right? That's just what most people are. They're just content with, they're just content with that. And it's just, I don't know, man, it's depressing. I mean, it's cool for me. I'm the man. My life's phenomenal. Okay. My knife was phenomenal. But you know, the average thing is just unreal. So I want to show you this quick clip here from Brandon's great stream. You got to check this guy out. If you're trying to get your money right, trying to get shit right, watch this man, bro.
I'm saying this.
When I hung out with Brandon, remember, keep in mind, the only competition I had in Tokyo was Charlie, right? And this was like, you know, August 2022, actually. Like, we started chatting through connecting with Myron. And Myron's like, you got to talk to this guy, bro. This guy is the reason all this shit happened. And he didn't really believe me. He kind of got on the call, and I was just like, okay, cool. I was like, before we start, I was like, let me just screen share you. I was like, this is my tax documents. Like, this is my tax return. That's how much I made. That's my, you know, those are expenses. And I just laid it all out for him. And he's like, all right, I'm listening, you know, like, he's like, tell me how you do this stuff. And, you know, because he's more valuable than me, he outranks me. You know, he's got more clout. He's more physically fit. He makes more money. So I have to kind of, you know, submit to his will in that situation. Because a lot of you guys don't get, like, you know, when you're meeting a guy that's better than you, like, you better be adding value like immediately, because he's sizing you up and he's judging you right away. He's silently doing it, because that you don't get rich and successful, you know, by being a fucking retard. Like, who just doesn't get it. Okay. So I started talking to him about everything, and, you know, in Tokyo, I'm the big dog, right? I mean, there's like, there probably Japanese YouTubers that make and do better than me, but no one does better than me in regards to subscriber count to impact that I make. There's nobody that does better than me. And also due to the impact, because it's just due to me coaching so much and literally, like, my whole life. I don't know if you guys get it. For you guys that are watching, that you guys don't never sign up for a program or whatever the case may be, you guys don't really get it. All I do is coach. I live and breathe coaching every single day since 2019. Dude, my Telegram is constantly on fire. Okay. I'm constantly doing coaching calls. Like, it's a smorgasbord. It's just all fucking, all just everything. It's just every single day, all I do is coach. And because I put in the most work and I help the most and I care the most, make a ton of money doing so, because there is an abundance of people that need help, and there is a lack of quality teachers, right? So that being said, we're hanging out with this guy. We're talking on Zoom. We're doing our thing. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to be in, that's when Valuetainment Money told me to come on the show. I was like, yeah, you know what? This was August 2022. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go meet this guy. And I'm a huge fan of this guy. You know, he said one of his videos back in the day, you need to read The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles 10 times. And I did it. That was in 2015 when I did that. Now I'm rich. Now I'm literally in the top, like, point. Like, if you do the female delusion calculator, I'm 0.004% of all men in America. In the world, probably even more rare. Okay. So I was following this guy's advice. I was doing what he said. And it was so funny, because when I met this guy, right, this guy mogs me in pretty much every category. Okay. Like, I met this guy and I never felt so poor, stupid, weak, ugly, fat, and just incapable at the same time. But, like, with the guy being so gracious and just being a gracious host to me. And I mean, just having this kind of people, having access to these kind of people, it will motivate you. Because from that point, I was just like, you know what? I got to do better, and I want to do better, and I've got to really level my business up. And then right from there, that's when we started making some changes with the shorts. And then I met him August 2022. And then that's why I decided, you know, I fired Charlie and Miguel out of my life, because I was just like, look, these guys are incompetent idiots. Charlie's a drug addict. Charlie's an alcoholic. You know, you guys saw, if you watched the Tokyo Crypto show yesterday, Charlie's calling for a $4,000 Solana. And all you need to do is reverse engineer the market cap, and you'll see that, oh, a $4,000 Solana by the end of next year means Solana needs to have a $2 trillion market cap. The highest market cap in the world right now is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has 1.2 trillion. So you're telling me that Solana is, from its 75 billion market cap right now, it's going to do like basically a 30x. And people blindly believe this guy. Why? They're average. They don't want to do the work, right? So I got rid of them. And then I started realizing the thing of Rule Zero. I was like, Rolo's going off the deep end. This shit's getting too negative. All we do is sit around and bitch. None of these guys are getting pussy except for me and Troy. Like, it's Rule Zero girls. That's what Rule Zero is. It's Rule Zero bitches, okay? And I decided, okay, I got to cut these fucking losers off. I got to go. Peace out, right? Lo and behold, January 2023, February 2023, boom, blew up. Global sensation. Everywhere I go in the world, people stop me. Okay. Like I said, I went to Boracay, like this small little island in Boracay. And I was on some little podunk, like transport from the airport to the resort I was staying at. Some chick was there, with her ex-boyfriend, completely fucking just reluctantly. Guy was just sitting there tolerating her fangirling over me. She's a nice girl. But oh, good times, memories. But it all started with just like, meeting this guy, not trying to show up and be like, oh, I'm better than you, I'm this and that. No, I knew my place, and I knew that I wanted to be like this guy. Because he thinks he's like 41 now, he's 3 years older than me. Like I went up in his apartment, I saw how he's living. I asked, like, can I check your pantries and fridge and stuff? Because I just like to try to see how rich people like you live. And he's like, yeah, go for it. And I went through his pantry, saw how he was living. He doesn't even shake protein shakes. He has all the Quest ones. I switched out. Now I do that with the Japanese, the Sabas brand, just quick 20-gram protein, 100 calories, boom, 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 drink that. So by meeting this guy, it just really changed my life. And it all started with me realizing where I was. Because a lot of you guys, you stay average because you don't realize where you are. Damn, I'm already going 42 minutes. I'm on fire. I haven't even get started. Holy cow. All right, guys. And by the way, thank you guys so much. You guys have been smashing the like button lately. Like, I don't even have to ask for you. So I must be doing something right. So appreciate you guys. We're clawing our way out of the shadow ban. We're going to get out. I swear to God, I'm not giving up. Anyways, going back to this. You guys, I think a lot of you guys, the problem with you guys is that you don't realize, or you're lying to yourself and you're staying average as hell. You're staying average as hell. Okay. And you're lying to yourself. You're coping. You've been saying you're going to get in shape forever. You've been saying you're going to move out forever. You're going to do this job forever. You guys move so slow, but you still have time to go on the weekend and drink and party and all this bullshit, because you really don't. I mean, the reality is you just don't really care too much about your dreams. You lack awareness of where you are. You lack awareness of who you are because you lie to yourself because because be honest, guys, I'm gonna be honest with a lot of you guys, you're not average. A lot of you guys are below average. Now, I'm not talking the guys who've been working with me because we don't allow that. If you're in my community and I don't see some big changes like in a year or two, like, peace, you're out. You are out. I'm not keeping your loserdom energy around. This is a serious thing we're doing here. Okay. We got people locked and loaded for Thailand coming out. We have 4 people already locked, loaded, confirmed. And then we have like 3 more people. So the Passport Pro program is picking up. Like, everything for the guys who are relentlessly taking action. Okay. They are getting tremendous success. And I'm so excited to work with the guys like Tyler, Matthew, Talo is coming, and Savon is coming. And we got some other guys on the there, I have one guy that I really want to show up. It's just a time commitment for that guy. But, we are building a massive network. So for you guys that don't want to take action and you want to just continue down your path of mediocrity and continue this silent suffering that you're doing, which is so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. I don't get it. But anyways, I want to starkly compare Sorry for the schizo stream. I'm just everywhere. Okay. Are you guys okay? Shout out to Ito. He says, I think Gambate. Is that? I don't think that kanji is correct. Is that Gambate? Looks like Gambate. But is this making sense to you guys? Am I schizo all over the place and you're just like, man, this guy's losing it. I'm gonna go watch somebody dunk on hose, or is this ringing a bell with you guys? Is it being, shout out to Steeltown Beauty on Instagram. He says because they're told to be content with nothing. That's what he says. Pretty interesting perspective. Join us on YouTube, brother. Modern Life Dating, all one word. Totally Warren Smith says, perhaps it's just Instagram and their viewers elsewhere. Warren Smith. No, we're multi-streaming. Warren Smith, come to youtube.com and then search what do you call it? Modern Life Dating, all one word. Nick FVN says, you schizo. Hey, maybe I am schizo. But I'm a rich, good-looking schizo. Let's see the guys in Daniel Bell says, this is good, MLD. Shout out to my homie. He says, with you, coach. AZ Marine says, this is great. Keep going. G Money says, I just toned in at the gym for a bit. All sounds good so far. Thanks, G Money. As much as the space talks its shit, a lot of us are average at best too. Yeah, it is true. It is really true. You know what I mean? So, and look, and I'm not telling you got to get out there and be perfect, but I do tell you, your life should be you should look at your life like a problem to solve. Okay. You should look at your life at a problem to solve. Like, okay, I'm, for example, right? I've been on a new protocol since June 25th, right? I'm taking clenbuterol. I'm taking T3. I'm taking T4. These are just fat burning compounds. I am taking TRT. I'm taking some additional compounds as well. And, I talked with my coach today. We're about 1 month in, and, we just noticed that, yes, I am leaning out or whatever, but I'm not leaning out at the rate that I want to. And so we decided after today that, okay, it's time to make some adjustments. So he's going to come over. We're going to talk today. He's going to check me out in person too, check out my physique. And then, on top of that, I'm going to, up the cardio I did do 20 minutes cardio, bare minimum, every single day without fail upon awaking on a fasted state. And we said, okay, we're probably, first step we're going to do here is we're going to double the cardio. So now from 20 minutes fasted, it's going to be 40 minutes. So that means I have to adjust my sleep schedule. I have to adjust my, my icing, my ankles and stuff, because doing the elliptical just kills me, bro. I'm putting in so much work, boys. But it's a problem I'm trying to solve. And and that's another thing Brandon said that really changed my life. He says, real G's don't ask how long it takes to get something done. They just do it until it's done. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you guys are looking for a way out when you ask that question. I always ask that question too, to be honest with you guys. And I just like to, I'm a data guy. So I just want to see as much data as possible. But that's true. A lot of you guys, you try something, you give up, you quit, you just, the smallest inconvenience comes your way and you lose it. So anyways, I'm going to talk about, I want to watch this here because this is a pretty fucking good clip here because he talks about it here. Okay. We're going to cover, it's about 7 minutes. Okay. Bear with me.
Wrong. I'm just saying that's what it is. That's how it is. And, a lot of people are thinking that.
Oh yeah. Shout out Parts Unknown. Look at Jack, bro. Is that you? Look at you, man. Chad Status. Do you do e-com product-based business mentorship? Yes. Yes, I do. In the monthly coaching, one of our guys had an e-com business, and in December, he did over $500,000 in sales. And he's a kid. He's like 26, 27. So yeah, absolutely do, bro. Me personally, my e-com business, I've done over $2 million in organic sales. 0 ads, bro. I don't run any ads on top of that with my business. All these other coaches and stuff, they run ads and they're barely making a little bit more than me. Once I start caring about running ads, because I'd really for me, attracting a stranger and like having to talk to them into getting their life together. No, I'd rather just put out content every day, find the guys that are smart enough to listen to me and be like, okay, well, how are we going to optimize your life? Because I can do it. I've been doing it and I am the man to do it. Like there's no better place. You can't compare me and say any other content creator out there has the degree of coaching skills that I do and the hands-on as well. Because I am hands-on with all the coaching, all of it. Okay. I don't outsource things and like, okay, you handle this thing and you handle that. No, I am there. I am hands-on in every single thing that I do. And I do it organically. Organically, bro. Okay. Have you had any side effects from the compounds, MLD? Yeah. Feeling amazing. Feeling amazing. Okay. So that's one compound that's phenomenal. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our homeboy, Mr. Brandon Carter, and let's see what he has to say.
This was a political stunt.
Yeah, this is people saying that the thing was a political stunt. I'm actually going to skip that. I'm going to skip to the here. Question Brandon asks his followers.
And that's where our politics is today. Right. And I noticed when Trump won the first election, I asked my followers, I have a lot of followers, right? So I feel like I can get a good census, right? And I asked my followers, I was like, if you voted for Trump, tell me why you voted for Trump. Because I didn't vote that election. I didn't, when Trump won, I was like, yeah, whatever. I asked them, why'd you vote for Trump? I really wanted to understand. I wasn't trying to demean him. I really wanted to know like what the appeal was. And I would have did the same thing if they voted for Hillary Clinton. Like, what made you vote? I just wanted to get it in the mind of the voters. And none of them gave me any policy decisions. None of them told me about any of the policies he wanted to enact. Only thing, the general consensus was, man, I just like that he's basically, they were saying that he was a badass or that he wasn't politically correct. And that was like the consensus, like, oh, you motherfuckers really wanted Rambo. Like that was who you really wanted to be president, motherfucking Rambo or the Terminator or some shit like that. That would have been your perfect candidate. And even that, it supports my theory. Right? It supports my theory. I don't know how to end this video. Here's what I'll say. The presidential election will have way less impact on your personal life than you think. It really will. Because the president, for him to get anything done, he needs help of both the Congress and the Senate. And he's going to need some bipartisan support to get anything done. And that's the system we have, right? We're not electing kings, right? We have a system of checks and balances. And for them to get anything done, they're going to have to, no conservative president can be as conservative as they want to be, and no liberal president can be as liberal as they want to be. And history has proven that. What will affect your life substantially is the actions that you take, right? No president is going to save you, and no president will destroy you, right? Your life is going to be dependent on you. If it's up, you got to remember to keep or reframe. I've heard when I was little was if it's up to be, if it's going to be, it's up to me, and that's something I always just keep in mind. Like whatever is my success is dependent on me, not who's elected, right? I may have preferences on who's in charge, but no matter who wins, this is the attitude I always keep. No matter who wins an election, no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens in the government, I'm going to find a way to succeed no matter what.
Yes.
Right. So if Biden wins, he won't. But if Biden wins, I'm going to find a way to succeed under those circumstances. If Trump wins, I'm going to find a way to succeed under those circumstances. I'm going to succeed no matter what. Same reason I'm a ball regardless. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ball no matter what. That's why I don't read my horoscope. I don't care where Jupiter is. I don't care where Mercury is. I don't care where the moon is. I'm gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what Mercury does. Mercury can suck my dick. I'm gonna get this money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who wins the election. I'm gonna get this money, no matter what. And you need to have that same outlook on life, that you are gonna make sure you succeed, your family succeeds, the people close to you succeed, no matter what happens. That's the American way. You know what I'm saying? That's what America was built on. Right? I have another. If you want to learn more on how you.
So, you know, I like the perspective he has is far less black pilled than kind of, you know, what Pearl was saying, you know, that, you know, oh, hey, there's not going to be much that it affects and changes your life. So that's absolutely functionally and irrefutably incorrect. But at the same time, you know, I wanted to play what Brandon had to say, because he said, like, no matter what, I'm going to succeed. Right. That's a big difference there. And that's a good mentality to have. However, like I said, but you know, looking at everything, like the policies are absolutely important. Like when you have people coming through the border at all-time highs, you have illegal immigration, criminals, psychopaths, drug dealers pouring in. You don't leave your front door open because you don't want any in there who shouldn't be there because it's illegal. So why do we have the front door of our country open, right? There are policies that are absolutely involved that are going to have effects on people. Now, when he was saying too, like people like you, like if you don't own a business and stuff like that, yeah, most likely you're just going to be, you know, you're just going to be not too affected by the policies. But at the same time, right? At the same time, like for example, Trump is proposing to drop the corporate tax rate down. I want that because I have a fucking business, and you know the taxation that I'm paying is absolutely insane. And then you know the stuff like the Biden administration wants to monitor your transactions over $600 per transaction too. The government has no business knowing what the fuck is going on in my bank account. All right. They have no business doing that because they can't even manage their own checks and balances. So there's a stark difference there. And I'd like, you know, how Pearl was like, oh, you know, just enjoy your life. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, because your dad is going to bail you out of anything financially that comes your way for the rest of your life. Okay. For the people that don't had to build themselves up from nothing, like myself, like Brandon, when his father shot himself in the head, you know, he had to build himself up from scratch from zero. No, these things do affect us. You know what I mean? The reason why Brandon moved from New York to Florida is because the taxation was getting out of control in New York. And he was just like, nah, I'm just going to move down to Miami and save, you know, I think he said this publicly, but he's like, his accountant told him he'd be able to save $600,000 a year in taxation. So he was like, all right, I'm out. And then here we go. So the thing is, to get blackpilled, to get defeated, is just, that's what they want. Thaddeus Brown says, you're solely word of mouth in your channel. Absolutely. Solely word of mouth and organic traffic from all social media. Very few people can do what I do, man. I'm telling you guys. Very, very few people. And, you know, again, like I said, for me, the thing that's been happening with me lately, and then shout out to somebody just joined on the waiting list right now. Don't forget, if you want direct coaching from me, okay, and you want to join the Masculine Empowerment Network, where we're going to coach you guys for 2 weeks straight in August. August 12th is when we start, okay? If you want to join that, if you want to finally end your dating problems, if you want to get on the right path for a right career, make money, stop being poor, and if you want to be with a group of guys that are going to help you level up, get to where you want to be in life. If you want to lose weight, we're going to help you lose weight. You want to get dates, we're going to help you get dates. Guys, I'm telling you, getting girls is the easiest thing I can fix for you. It is truly the easiest thing that I can do. It is women are a pawn in my game of life. Okay. I look at women and I try to because I just have so much game because I've dated so much women. I've been through some bad relationships in the past and stuff too. I'm so dialed in to catch deception and I see all female games exactly for what they are. It is hilarious to see any chick try to finesse me or whatever. Like, they are truly pawns in my game. If I really showed you guys what was going on behind the scenes, they'd ban my channel because I'm just too based. Like, the real dudes, the real G's know, they see it. But I mean, that's just it's just for it's for the VIPs only. Shout out to my real G's who know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's talk about being average. Okay. Let's talk about being average. Okay. So I'm looking at the state of man. I'm looking at the state of masculinity, right? And I mean, just averageness is just plaguing us, bro. It's everywhere. It's plaguing us. It's just, I truly don't understand it. I do not understand why you guys would be just so okay with just living a life of mediocrity. So let's talk about that. Okay. We're just going to go around the thing. Okay. So let's talk about average salary for male in USA. Okay. This is the data. Just type that into Google right there. Okay. $45,902. $45,902. Okay. And that's before taxes. Let me reshare this 1 sec. So 45,902 divided by 52 weeks. So the average guy before taxes is making $882 a week. Divide that by 5. So the average guy is making $176 a day. Okay, and let's divide that by 8 working hours. So the average guy is trading 1 hour of his time for $22. And then let's add taxes. So let's just take off 25% for that. So we'll do that times 0.75. So you're actually earning $16.50 an hour, the average guy. Why? Okay. Let's continue. Let's just do something. I'm going to type something else. Okay. Let's talk about total GDP of USA. Okay. That's gross domestic product. So largest economy in the world, total GDP, $25.44 trillion. Dwarfing the competition. China is 17.96, but honestly, China cooks their books all the time. I would doubt that. And then Japan, 4.2, but Japan is shitting the bed because these idiots are just, they're so inefficient. Japan is so inefficient with so many things they do. I've been trying to get internet. I've been trying to get fiber optic internet into this new place I have out here for 19 days now. 19 days. And it's just, oh, sorry, sir, we need to do like 500 different things just to send a guy out there to check. And it's like, you guys are all fucking idiots, and that's why your country and economy is dying. Okay? It is totally inefficient They have so many steps. They have so much bullshit in the way. Like, nobody does it like America. Nobody does it like America. Okay. If you're a loser in Japan, I could kind of get it because it's like low-key slave culture. Okay. But I mean, America, dude. Look at the stark difference. Could you imagine, dude? You guys understand, like, the average Japanese person's life is relatively hell. Okay. Look at that. $25 trillion. $25 trillion, guys. Okay. Let's do projected job growth in USA. Okay. So let's go to we're going to go to the Department of Labor, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Let's take a look here. Okay. Top 10 occupations projected to add the most jobs. Home health and personal care, software developers. Okay, this is employment change projected in the next 10 years in thousands. So 410,000 more jobs projected to be added in the United States in this next. Is that right? Wait, in thousands, 410 times thousand. No, that's million then. Okay. Cooks, restaurants is loser. That's loser job. You don't want to do that. Registered nurses. I'm telling you guys, man, if you want to like never worry about money for the rest of your life, become a nurse. You'll be surrounded by hot babes and endless amounts of work to do. Yes, it's called a job. It's going to be hard from time to time. But you know what's also harder? Being a poor and sexless loser. Japan does not have the worst birth rate. It's Korea. It's Korea, Germany, then Japan. Okay. Software developer, median annual wage salary, $132,000. Okay. Financial managers down here, 150 grand. Medical health services managers, 110 grand. Registered nurses, 86 grand. And this is median. Okay, so median means right down in the middle. This is what the people in the middle, on the bell curve, this is the one right in the middle. So this is the middle. So the middle of the price of the salary is $132,000. The middle here, 150, 110, 101. No, Mike. No, Mike. Okay, listen. You said I don't know about software industry. The job market's going to be rough in the next few years. No, Mike. I'm telling you, it's not. That's not the case. I mean, the data is right here, dude. The data is right here. You're just either not qualified to the degree that you are to get the job that you want, which is going to take time because you just started. Okay, but the data is literally right here. How am I going to show you the data? And then you're going to say, I don't know about the software industry. Okay. And you could go freelance. You could do jobs on the side. People need software. I need software. I'm trying to build something right now. Okay. I mean, and you say, okay, sorry, believe me. Listen, I'm not trying to like mug you. I'm like, the data is right here. The data is right here. Okay. Look, let's do something. Let's try something. Oh God, somebody built this computer for me, and this guy is such a fucking worm. 2 seconds. I fucking hate this computer. I'm probably just gonna go buy a new computer today because I'm just so sick of this fucking piece of shit. This little fucking worm of a guy who used to be a fan of mine. He saw the whole Albert Preach thing. He's like, I don't know if I can associate with you anymore after that. I'm like, dude, are you such a weak-minded faggot? Pussy ass weak-minded faggot that you see something on the internet and you automatically your whole fucking perspective of reality changes. And based upon how he built my fucking piece of shit computer that keeps on freezing, I built my previous computer. This shit never froze. This shit freezes all the fucking time now. He's like, oh, it's a great computer. No, shut the fuck up, fucking loser. Anyways, sorry, I hate when things break. It's really annoying. Okay. Let's go do something. Let's do a live check right now. Okay. All right. Let's go to software developer jobs in America. Okay. Let's just go. Let's check. We're just gonna see what we have right here. Yeah, I have his fucking address too. I should fucking send someone over there and deliver him some flowers. Okay. USA staff, software engineer, Walmart. Yeah, they're going to go out of business, right? Let's see. This was posted. This is Sunnyvale, California. Blah, blah, blah. Do they have a salary? Okay, look at this. I'm just going to go. Typical pay for this type of work. 110 to 250, staff software engineer. 210 to 260, staff software engineer. 140 to 220, staff software engineer. Okay. I wish they don't have a salary filter, eh? But I mean, look, this was posted 18 hours ago. Software developer, Revolo Technology, job highlights, 5 years of experience as a software developer. So for you guys that are going to sit there and bitch about that, it's called getting your foot in the door and getting experience instead of sit around and jerking off to porn and smoking weed and playing video games and pretending to be a red pill alpha male on the internet, keyboard warrior. Oh, I'm part of everybody. I'm part of this. I'm part of that. You know, I'm in MLD's coaching. I'm in Castle Club. I'm in this. I'm in that. Oh, but I'm still fat and I'm still fucking stressed out. And I'm actually not really dialed in as much as I am. And I'm getting fucking finessed here and there and get scammed by these people here and there because you're just all over the place instead of just sitting down, fucking doing your goddamn job and dialing in. Senior software engineer 1 day ago. Okay. Location, remote. Okay. Look at this. And this is me. I'm literally sitting here halfway paying attention and looking at all this information. Okay. Let's go. Let's do cybersecurity. Cybersecurity jobs in America. Okay, 11 days ago. Look, cyber threat analysis, $62,000 a year, above average. Cybersecurity, Lockheed Martin. Okay, posted 8 days ago, 6 days ago. IT, cybersecurity specialists, Defense Information Systems Agency, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, $49,000 a year. That's garbage, but typical of government. Okay. Let's type this in. I wonder if they could do this by male nurse jobs. Neuro ICO staff nurse needed 14 hours ago. $60,000 to $98,000 a year. 4 years of college and guaranteed employment for the rest of your life to be a nurse. Graduate nurse, Veterans Health Administration, VA. $74,000. Okay. And there's so many more opportunities out there as well that are just not even listed. Look, $29, $36 an hour. Okay. Let me just type in nurse, maybe male, messed it up. 2 days ago, 1 day ago, full time. 8 hours ago, LPN, registered nurse. You see, look at this. Mental health registered nurse. 130 to 160. All the crazy people going around here. Why be average? Like the two things you can do as a man is you can get your money right and you could just not be fat and disgusting. Like another thing, I'm going to go off on a tangent now for a second. Okay. Because so many of these dating coaches are so focusing on looks only. Okay. And they're having these guys get on these live streams, take your shirt off. Oh, you're a little fat here. Oh, your haircut's weird here. And it's just like, that is the dumbest shit ever to think that's going to fix a guy's dating life. All right. Does increasing your looks help you? Yes. But if your looks are the backbone of your female acquisition strategy, because I know a lot of guys that all they do is focus on their looks. These guys put fucking filters on their face when they talk on Instagram. They fucking put filters on their TikTok. They like when they like video filters, like beauty filters. Okay. Okay. These guys, and I see it all the time. These dudes are terrified to talk to chicks. They see a girl at the bar. They don't approach the girl. They don't say hi to a girl in the street when they like them. If they see a cute girl at the gym, they don't say, hey, what's up? I just want to say what's up. Okay. The looks maxing is out of control because even if you look good, when you don't have game and you don't have frame, you are just a servant in that relationship to the girl. You are a servant. Okay. You're in her frame. The moment you start thinking, I got to get my looks good and I got to look cute for these girls, okay, you're entering into her frame. All you need to do is not be fat and disgusting. I have never been like jacked Giga Chad in my life. Or maybe when I was 29, I was shredded because that's all I cared about because I thought it was a big deal. And honestly speaking, like it helped. I didn't really notice a difference. I mean, now at my age, at 38, 9 years later, I am attracting the most attractive women of my life. And it's because of the fact that I've developed my personality, I've developed my game, I've developed my frame, and I've been working on myself for the longest time. And a sea of losers, a sea of guys that stay average, that don't work on themselves, I stand out tremendously. Okay? Tremendously. So it's just it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay. Let's talk about, okay, what is the average man's body weight in USA? Okay. Look at this shit, bro. Okay. 200 pounds. 200 pounds. Guys, none of you should weigh over 200 pounds. Okay. And if you do, you better be a motherfucking brick shithouse. You better be jacked like no other. That's the only excuse. And statistically speaking, that's just not the case. Okay. I don't understand why, like, you guys don't understand that the fatter you are, okay, the more fat you have on your body, it is connected to your level of sexiness. All right. The more fat you have on you, the less sexy you are. Period. Okay. Additionally to that, the fatter you are, the worse your health is. You're going to feel worse. You're going to be mentally clouded. You're going to be, you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day. You're going to be upset. You're going to just not be in a good place. All you need to do, because everybody says, you got to go to the gym. You got to go to the gym. You got to go to the gym. No, you didn't get fat from not going to the gym. You got fat because you eat too much food. You're eating way too much food. Way too much. You guys don't even know what you're eating, and you're eating this chemically laden food, building up a fucking nice base for a bunch of cancer and disease to eat you up and rip you apart. You should go to the gym for your health benefits, absolutely. But just stop eating so much. Stop with the fucking incessant snacking and not tracking anything. Not tracking your calories, not even having a general idea of what you're putting into your body. And if you can't manage yourself If you can't manage your finances, if you can't manage your finances in your body, how do you expect to manage a woman in a relationship? Because you do need to manage her. Okay. She's going to look to you for guidance. She's going to look to you to be the leader. And if you're not, she's going to leave you for a guy that is. So somebody says Donald Trump is on stage now. Uh-oh. Talk about not being average. Is he? Oh, he's there. Let's get a little motivation for you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we will do it right. Gonna do it right. Let me begin this evening by expressing my gratitude to the American people for your outpouring of love and support following the assassination attempt at my rally on Saturday. As you already know, the assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of taking my life. So many people have asked me, what happened? Tell us what happened, please. And therefore, I will tell you exactly what happened. And you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell. It was a warm, beautiful day in the early evening in Butler Township in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Music was loudly playing and the campaign was doing really well. I went to the stage and the crowd was cheering wildly. Everybody was happy. I began speaking very strongly, powerfully, and happily because I was discussing the great job my administration did on immigration at the southern border. We were very proud of it. Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. The numbers were absolutely amazing. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet. And moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave Secret Service agents rushed to the stage, and they really did. They rushed to the stage.
Except for that fat woman in her 40s. He waddled over, stood behind them.
These are great people at great risk, I will tell you, and pounced on top of me so that I would be protected. There was blood pouring everywhere, and yet, in a certain way, I felt very safe because I had God on my side. I felt that.
Is this his first speech since the assassination attempt? I feel like it is.
The amazing thing is that prior to the shot, if I had not moved my head at that very last instant, the assassin's bullet would have perfectly hit its mark, and I would not be here tonight. We would not be together. The most incredible aspect of what took place on that terrible evening in the fading sun was actually seen later. In almost all cases, as you probably know, and when even a single bullet is fired, just a single bullet, and we had many bullets that were being fired, crowds run for the exits or stampede, but not in this case. It's very unusual. This massive crowd of tens of thousands of people stood by and didn't move an inch. In fact, many of them bravely, but automatically stood up looking for where the sniper would be. They knew immediately it was a sniper, and then began pointing at him. You can see that if you look at the group behind me. That was just a small group compared to what was in front. Nobody ran, and by not stampeding, many lives were saved. But that isn't the reason that they didn't move. The reason is that they knew I was in very serious trouble. They saw it. They saw me go down. They saw the blood and thought, actually, most did, that I was dead. They knew it was a shot to the head. They saw the blood. And there's an interesting statistic. The ears are the bloodiest part. If something happens with the ears, they bleed more than any other part of the body. For whatever reason, the doctors told me that. I said, why is there so much blood? He said, it's the ears. They bleed more. So we learned something, but they just, this beautiful crowd, they didn't want to leave me. They knew I was in trouble. They didn't want to leave me. And you can see that love written all over their faces.
My mom told me she'd take a bullet for something.
Incredible
Okay?
people.
She said if I had to die, I would do it.
Bullets were flying over us, yet I felt serene. But now the Secret Service agents were putting themselves in peril. They were in very dangerous territory. Bullets were flying right over them, missing them by a very small amount of inches. And then it all stopped. Our Secret Service sniper, from a much greater distance and with only one bullet used, took the assassin's life, took him out.
Right. Kill him.
I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here. Yeah.
The energy's different, man. It's never been like this for a president. I mean, people like this for Joe Biden, the most popular voted president in the world. Get the fuck out of here.
But I'm not.
Up to his rallies.
And I'll tell you, I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God. In watching the reports over the last few days, many people say it was a providential moment. Probably was. When I rose surrounded by Secret Service, the crowd was confused because they thought I was dead, and there was great, great sorrow. I could see that on their faces as I looked out. They didn't know I was looking out. They thought it was over, but I could see it, and I wanted to do something to let them know I was okay. I raised my right arm, looked at the thousands and thousands of people that were breathlessly waiting, and started shouting, "Fight, fight, fight." Thank you. Once my clenched fist went up and it was high into the air. You've all seen that. The crowd realized I was okay and roared with pride for our country like no crowd I have ever heard before. Never heard anything like it. For the rest of my life, I will be grateful for the love shown by that giant audience of patriots that stood bravely on that fateful evening in Pennsylvania. Tragically, the shooter claimed the life of one of our fellow Americans, Corey, comparator, unbelievable person, everybody tells me.
That person Destiny said deserved to die. Destiny
And seriously wounded. Two other great warriors, spoke to them today. David Dutch and James Copenhaver, two great people. I also spoke to all three families of these tremendous people. Our love and prayers are with them and always will be. We're never going to forget them. They came for a great rally. They were serious Trumpsters, I want to tell you. They were serious Trumpsters and still are. But Corey, unfortunately, we have to use the past tense. He was incredible. He was a highly respected former fire chief, respected by everybody. Was accompanied by his wife, Helen, incredible woman. I spoke to her today, devastated, and two precious daughters. He lost his life selflessly acting as a human shield to protect them from flying bullets. He went right over the top of them and was hit. What a fine man he was.
I think that's his stuff right here. I think this is his, I guess that's his uniform because he was a firefighter. Yeah, not a fan of Trump. Thanks, buddy. Did mommy not hold you, so you need to get some attention right now? Is everything okay? Do you want to come on the stream? I can talk you through all your little emotional outbreaks you're having right now.
They're going to do something very special when they get it, but we did something which cannot match what happened, not even close. But I am
There's
very
the
proud
attention
to
you
say that
saw
over
there,
the past
GD.
few
Mommy and
days,
daddy
we've
didn't give it
raised
to you. I'm your daddy now.
$6.3
Okay, be a good boy. Stop being a little faggot.
For the families of David, James, and Corey, including from a friend of mine, just called up. He sent me a check right here. I just got it. $1 million from Dan Newland. Thank you, Dan. And again, when speaking to the family, I told them, I said, well, I'm going to be sending you a lot of money, but it can't compensate. They all said the same thing. You're right, sir. We appreciate so much what you're doing, but nothing can take the place in the case of Corey and the other two. By the way, they were very, very seriously injured, but now they're doing very well. They're going to be okay. They're going to be doing very well. They're warriors. So now I ask that we observe a moment of silence in honor of our friend Corey. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for others. This is the spirit that forged America in her darkest hours, and this is the love that will lead America back to the summit of human achievement and greatness. This is what we need. Despite such a heinous attack, we unite this evening more determined than ever. I am more determined than ever, and so are you. So is everybody in this room.
Me too, President Trump. Me too, baby. I'll go to Texas and deport those fuckers myself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our resolve is unbroken and our purpose is unchanged to deliver a government that serves the American people better than ever before. Nothing will stop me in this mission because our vision is righteous and our cause is pure. No matter what obstacle comes our way, we will not break, we will not bend, we will not back down, and I will never stop fighting for you, your family, and our magnificent country. Never. And everything I have to give with all of the energy and fight in my heart and soul, I pledge to our nation tonight. Thank you very much. I pledge that to our nation. I'm going to turn our nation around, and we're going to do it very quickly. Thank you. This election should be about the issues facing our country and how to make America successful, safe, free, and great again. In an age when our politics too often divide us, now is the time to remember that we are all fellow citizens. We are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we must not criminalize dissent or demonize political disagreement, which is what's been happening in our country lately at a level that nobody has ever seen before. In that spirit, the Democrat Party should immediately stop weaponizing the justice system and labeling their political opponent as an enemy of democracy.
Yep.
Especially since that is not true. In fact, I am the one saving democracy for the people of our country. And very big news, as you probably just read, on Monday, a major ruling was handed down from a highly respected federal judge in Florida, Eileen Cannon, finding that the prosecutor and the fake documents case against me were totally unconstitutional, and the entire case was thrown out of court. With all of that publicity, thrown out of court.
One by one, they'll fall.
If Democrats want to unify our country, they should drop these partisan witch hunts, which I have been going through for approximately 8 years. And they should do that without delay and allow an election to proceed that is worthy of our people. We're going to win it anyway, but worthy of our people.
Yeah, Biden's stepping down too.
On this journey, I am deeply honored to be joined
Biden is stepping
by
down.
my amazing wife, Melania.
She's beautiful. How old is she? She's exceptionally beautiful. Damn, she's 54. She still looks great.
And Melania, thank you very much. You also did something really beautiful, a letter to America calling for national unity, and it really took the Republican Party by surprise. I will tell you, it was beautiful.
He's gorgeous, man. 54?
In fact, some very serious people said that we should take that letter and put it as part of the Republican platform. That would be an honor, wouldn't it? Right, Mr. Congressman? But it captivated so many. So I also want to thank my entire family for being here. Don, Kimberly, Ivanka and Jared, Eric and Lara, Tiffany and Michael, Baron. We love our Baron. And of course, my 10 wonderful grandchildren. You saw a few of them up there on my lap before. And how good was Dana? Was Dana good? I mean, was he good?
Well, did Dana
he was on probably the only vacation he's had in about maybe ever, because he works, but about 10 years with his wife, very far away. I won't tell you where, but very, very far away, beautiful place. And my people called and he said, yeah, I won't be able to do it. This is many, many years. I promised my wife I can't do it. And they came in, they said, Dana won't be able to do it because he was my first, second, and third choice. I said, well, that's too bad, but I understand he's away and it's good. It's good for him. And that was it. About 30 minutes later, she came back in, sir, Dana just called, he's going to do it. And his wife, she said, you can't turn him down. You just can't do it. You have to go. That's a good wife. So he got on a plane. He got here a little while ago. Now he's going to get on the plane in a little while and he's going to go back home to his wife. But they're great. And I just want to thank her and him and their whole family because that's not easy. And Kid Rock, same thing. Called, he said.
Yes, Biden is.
He said, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part because, Kid does his great song, Big, Big Monster song. I had no idea. He became a friend of mine over the last 10 years. And he's amazing. Everyone loves him. I didn't even know how big he was. He has rallies, 35, 40,000 people he gets every time he goes out. I think he's making so much money, he doesn't know what the hell to do with it. You want to know? And then we have my other friend, and I've known him so long, and we took that song, and it was a big success, but we made that. I saw a chart of great songs to America. That was #1 on the chart recently, #1. So that's Lee Greenwood, very special, beautiful person. He's a beautiful man. But they all wanted to be here. They called. And how about the Hulkster? How good was he? Is he up? Where is he? Boy, oh boy. They may call that entertainment. I know about entertainment, but when he used to lift a 350-pound man over his shoulders and then bench press him 2 rows into the audience, I say maybe entertainment, but he is one strong son of a gun. I will tell you, I watched it many times. There aren't a lot of entertainers that can do that, right? You were fantastic. Thank you very much. Followed by Eric. What was that all about? Boy, that was good. I didn't want to really come up here. But he was so great, and he's such a good young man. He went through a lot of trouble, and Don last night was incredible. They went through so much trouble. They got subpoenaed more than any people probably in the history of the United States. Every week they get another subpoena from the Democrats, crazy Nancy Pelosi, the whole thing, just boom, boom, boom. They've got to stop that because they're destroying our country. We have to work on making America great again, not on beating people. And we won. We beat them in all. We beat them on the impeachments. We beat them on indictments. We beat them. But the time that you have to spend, if they would devote that genius to helping our country, we'd have a much stronger and better country. And Jason, the biggest star in country music. Jason, thank you for being here. Jason, thank you very much. Jason Aldean, he's good. I like his wife even better, by the way. She's here. Thank you, Jason. But I'm thrilled to have a new friend and partner fighting by my side. The next Vice President of the United States, the current Senator from Ohio, J.D. Vance, and his incredible wife, Usha.
I don't know about that satanic
He's going to be
Indian
a
shit
great
they were doing at the beginning of the RNC. I
Vice
didn't like
President.
that.
He's going to be great.
The call to
With
prayer.
this country and
Are we
with this
singing, you know,
movement,
the
greatest
fucking
movement
Star
in the history
Spangled
of our
Banner
country.
at
Make
India's
America great again.
prime minister
When
election?
they
I don't know what's
criticized
going
it,
on.
they said, we're going to try
I don't
and
like
stop
it.
MAGA. I said, MAGA is make America great again. What are you going to stop? There's nothing to stop. Then they say, oh, that's right. It's very tough to fight it. And all of the people that did try and fight it have failed. But he's going to be with us for a long time, and it was an honor to select him. Great student at Yale. His wife was a great student at Yale. They met at Yale. These are two smart people. So, JD, you're going to be doing this for a long time. Enjoy the ride.
He's pretty ugly.
And a very special thank you to the extraordinary people of Milwaukee and the great state of... Oh, there they are. There they are. You are so easy to spot. And Green Bay's going to have a good team this year, right? They're going to have a good team. They're going to have a good team. Most of the audience doesn't like it, but it's true. You're going to have a very good team this year. And by the way, Wisconsin, we are spending over $250 million here, creating jobs and other economic development all over the place. So I hope you will remember this in November and give us your vote. I am trying to buy your vote. I'll be honest about that. And I promise we will make Wisconsin great again. We're going to make it. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here tonight to lay out a vision for the whole nation, to every citizen, whether you're a young or old man or woman, Democrat, Republican, or independent, black or white, Asian or Hispanic. I extend to you a hand of loyalty and of friendship. Together, we will lead America to new heights of greatness like the world has never seen before. We were right there in the first term. We got hit with COVID. We did a great job. Nobody knew what it was, but nobody's ever seen an economy pre-COVID. And then we handed over a stock market that was substantially higher than just prior to COVID. Coming in, did a great job. Never got credit for that. We got credit for the war and defeating ISIS and so many things, the great economy, the biggest tax cuts ever, the biggest regulation cuts ever, the creation of Space Force, the rebuilding of our military. We did so much. We did so much. Right to try. Right to try is a big deal. We got right to try. They were trying to get that for 52 years. Somebody's terminally ill. And hopefully there's nobody in this audience, but it does happen a lot. They're terminally ill and they can't use our new space age drugs and other things that we are way ahead. We have the greatest doctors in the world, the greatest laboratories in the world, and you can't do it. They've been trying to get that approved for 52 years. Wasn't that easy? The insurance companies didn't want to do it. They didn't want the risk. The labs didn't want to do it because if it didn't work, people are pretty far down the line toward death. They didn't want to do it. The doctors didn't want to have it on their records, so I got everybody into an office. 52 years they tried. Sounds simple, but it's not. And I got them to agree that somebody that needs it will, instead of going to Asia, Europe, or someplace, or if you have no money going home and dying, just die. We got them to sign an agreement, agree to it, where they're not going to sue anybody. They're going to get all of this stuff. They're going to get it really fast. And what's happened is we're saving thousands and thousands of lives. It's incredible. Right to try. It's a great feeling. Under our leadership, the United States will be respected again. No nation will question our power. No enemy will doubt our might. Our borders will be totally secure. Our economy will soar. We will return law and order to our streets, patriotism to our schools, and importantly, we will restore peace, stability, and harmony all throughout the world. But to achieve this future, we must first rescue our nation from failed and even incompetent leadership. We have totally incompetent leadership. This will be the most important election in the history of our country. Under the current administration, we are indeed a nation in decline. We have an inflation crisis that is making life unaffordable, ravaging the incomes of working and low-income families, and crushing, just simply crushing our people like never before. They've never seen anything like it. We also have an illegal immigration crisis, and it's taking place right now as we sit here in this beautiful arena. It's a massive invasion at our southern border that has spread misery, crime, poverty, disease, and destruction to communities all across our land. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Then there's an international crisis, the likes of which the world has seldom been part of. Nobody can believe what's happening. War is now raging in Europe and the Middle East. A growing specter of conflict hangs over Taiwan, Korea, the Philippines, and all of Asia. And our planet is teetering on the edge of World War III. And this will be a war like no other war because of weaponry. The weapons are no longer army tanks going back and forth shooting at each other. These weapons are obliteration. It's time for a change. This administration can't come close to solving the problems. We're dealing with very tough, very fierce people. They're fierce people. And we don't have fierce people. We have people that are a lot less than fierce, except when it comes to
Zers and DEI hires in the fucking White House.
Other things. Then they're fierce. Then they're fierce. So tonight, I make this pledge to the great people of America. I will end the devastating inflation crisis immediately, bring down interest rates, and lower the cost of energy. We will drill, baby, drill.
You guys that say Michelle Obama, you guys are fucking dumb. A woman with zero political history and zero political experience is going to be fucking president. You guys are morons.
Can you believe what
Stop
they're doing?
saying that shit.
But by doing that, we will
morons.
lead a large-scale
Do you even think
decline in prices. Prices will
do you even
start
think
to
for a
come
second
down.
when you type this
Energy
stupid shit out?
raised it. They
You
took
think
our
the American
energy
people are going to be like,
policies
oh
and
yeah.
destroyed them. Then they
How
immediately
about
went
somebody
back to
with
them. But
no
by that time,
experience? That's
so
what this
much was
country needs.
lost. But we will do it at levels that nobody's
Idiot.
ever seen before.
This was for you. Sorry.
We'll end
retard
lots of different things.
You
We'll
are
start
a
paying off
retard.
debt and start lowering taxes even further. We gave you the largest tax cut. We'll do it more. You know, people don't realize I brought taxes way down, way down, and yet we took in more revenues the following year than we did when the tax rate was much higher. Most people said, how did you do that? Because it was incentive. Everybody was coming to the country. They were bringing back billions and billions of dollars into our country. The companies made it impossible to bring it back. The tax rate was too high, and the legal complications were far too great. I changed both of them, and hundreds of billions of dollars by Apple and so many other companies were brought back into our nation, and we had an economy the likes of
Trump
which
had no
nobody,
experience, but
no
he's
nation
a
had ever
fucking
seen. China, we were beating them
multi-billionaire.
at levels
Guys,
that were
are
incredible.
you all fucking retarded?
And they know it.
He
They know.
has tremendous
We'll do it again, but we'll do it
business
even better.
experience.
I will end the
Michelle
illegal
Obama's
immigration
qualification
crisis by
is
closing our border
Sucking
and finishing
Obama's dick.
the
That's her
wall, most of
qualification.
which I've already built.
Guys, are we all fucking retarded?
On the wall, we were dealing with a very difficult Congress.
Me too here.
And I said, oh, that's okay. We won't go to Congress. I call it an invasion. We gave our military almost $800 billion. I said, I'm going to take a little of that money because this is an invasion. And we built, most of the wall is already built. And we built it through using the funds because
JMC, you're retarded.
what's better than that? We have to stop the invasion into our
not there.
country
Okay.
that's killing
And
hundreds
second of all,
of thousands of
it's
people
Jon
a
when you call me
year.
John. And
We're
third
not
of
going to
all,
let that
it's not
happen.
going to happen, bro. You're fucking retarded.
I will end every single international crisis that the current administration has created, including the horrible war with Russia and Ukraine, which would have never happened if I was president.
Yep.
And the war caused by the attack on Israel, which would have never happened if I was president. Iran was broke. Iran had no money. Now Iran has $250 billion. They made it all over the last 2.5 years. They were broke. I watched the other day on a show called Deface the Nation. Has anyone seen it? And they had a congressman who was a Democrat say, well, whether you like him or not, Iran was broke dealing with Trump. I told China and other countries, if you buy from Iran, we will not let you do any business in this country, and we will put tariffs on every product you do send in of 100% or more. And they said to me, well, I think that's about it. They weren't going to buy any oil. And they were ready to make a deal. Iran was going to make a deal with us. And then we had that horrible, horrible result that we'll never let happen again. The election result, we're never going to let that happen again. They used COVID to cheat. We're never going to let it happen again. And they took off all the sanctions and they did everything possible for Iran. And now Iran is very close to having a nuclear weapon, which would have never happened. This is a shame what this administration, the damage that this administration has done. And I say it often. If you took the 10 worst presidents in the history of the United States, think of it, the 10 worst, added them up, they will not have done the damage that Biden has done. Only going to use the term once. Biden. I'm not going to use the name anymore, just one time. The damage that he's done to this country is unthinkable. It's unthinkable. Together we will restore vision, strength, competence, and we're going to have a thing called common sense making most of our decisions, actually. It's all common sense. Just a few short years ago, under my presidency, we had the most secure border and best economy in the history of our country, in the history of the world. We had the greatest economy in the history of the world. We had never done anything like it. We were beating every country, including China, by leaps and bounds. Nobody had seen anything like it. We had no inflation, soaring incomes were going. Nobody can believe it. You can't believe what happened 4 years ago is happening now in reverse. And the world was at peace. Inflation has been a killer for our country. No matter what you make it, it doesn't matter because inflation is eating you alive. People that were putting away money, they were making great wages, the highest they've ever made, but they were putting away a lot of money. Now they are just being destroyed. They're not putting away anything. They're barely living. They're going into savings accounts. They're taking out their money to live because of inflation. Inflation, remember, it's called a country buster. You can go back to Germany from 100 years ago. You can go back to any country that suffered great inflation. We've suffered the worst inflation we've ever had. But go back and see what's happened to those countries. We've had the worst inflation we've ever had under this person. But in less than 4 years, our opponents have turned incredible success into unparalleled tragedy and failure. It's been a tremendous failure. Today, our cities are flooded with illegal aliens. Americans are being squeezed out of the labor force and their jobs are taken. By the way, you know who's taking the jobs that are created? 107% of those jobs are taken by illegal aliens. And you know who's being hurt the most by millions of people pouring into our country? The black population and the Hispanic population, because they're taking the jobs from our black population, our Hispanic population, and they're also taking them from unions. The unions are suffering because of it. Thank you. Thank you. I like you too. Thank you very much. Inflation has wiped out the life savings of our citizens and forced the middle class into a state of depression and despair. That's what it is. It's despair and depression. We cannot and will not let this continue. Less than 4 years ago, we were a great nation, and we will soon be a great nation again. We're going to be a great nation again. Thank you. With proper leadership, every disaster we are now enduring will be fixed, and it will be fixed very, very quickly. So tonight, whether you've supported me in the past or not, I hope you will support me in the future, because I will bring back the American dream. That's what we're going to do. You don't even hear about the American dream anymore.
It's a fucking gay transgender
With
immigrant
great
dream now.
humility, I am asking you to be excited about the future of our country. Be excited.
Been saying the same thing. I've been saying it. The future is good. Stop being so black-pilled about shit and just get on your grind. You can have an amazing life.
And by the way, the news reports, oh, look at all of those big networks. Look at them. They're all here. But every one of them has said this could be the most organized, best run, and most enthusiastic convention of either party that they've ever seen. Every single one. And it's true. It's true. And there's love in the room. There's great love in the room. So I better finish strong. Otherwise, we'll blow it. And we can't let that happen. Now, this was great. All of the great people that spoke, and everybody hit a home run. I mean, there's not one that I can think of where I said, oh, gee, that wasn't great. Every single person. I refuse to be the only one. Don't do that to me. They're already getting ready. See, I gave them an idea. Now, this was a great convention. This was, I think we're actually going to go home and miss it. You know,
Daddy,
usually
you're
with
wrong.
First of all,
Just
look
check
at
out
these
the
crowds.
stats,
You'd
the
never have
GDP,
this at a
bro. You're
convention.
wrong.
Look at these crowds.
Literally the greatest economy at the time. You gotta look. You gotta know your facts.
Love. It's about love. This week, the entire Republican
drop the link
Party
in the
has
chat for you so
formally
you can
adopted
know
an
what you're talking
agenda
about.
for
Maybe it was
America's
bad for you
renewal,
because
and
you're
saw
working at
that
a pizza
agenda.
shop or something. I
And
think
it's very short
But
compared to
it was good times back then, man. People had money.
boring, meaningless
Here, this is the link right there. Check it.
agendas of the past, including the Democrats. They write these things that are hundreds of pages long, and they never read them after they're done. In their case, fortunately, they don't read them because they're pretty bad. It's a series of bold promises that we will swiftly implement when you give us a Republican House. And Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. We have our great Speaker of the House with us
He's just
tonight.
cool. He's just young.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Thank you. A Republican Senate, we have many senators here. And send me back to our beautiful White House just a few short months from now. We're talking about just months. It can't come fast enough. We have to get it done. First, we must get economic relief to our citizens. Starting on day one, we will drive down prices and make America affordable again. We have to make it affordable. It's not affordable. People can't live like this. Under this administration, our current administration, groceries are up 57%, gasoline is up 60 and 70%, mortgage rates have quadrupled. And the fact is, it doesn't matter what they are because you can't get the money anyway. Can't buy houses. Young people can't get any fun.
According to the House, or excuse me, according to the graph, yes. So that does trend up, but you're not factoring in adding to that GDP is the billions and billions and billions they spent on the war in Ukraine and sending money to Israel. They had sent in the last couple of the last year, they sent over $160 billion alone. And that was just last year. And this shit's been going on since Biden got into office. That's a huge part of it.
We are a nation that has the opportunity to make an absolute fortune with its energy. We have it, and China doesn't. Under the Trump administration, just 3.5 years ago, we were energy independent, but soon we will actually be better than that. We will be energy dominant and supply not only ourselves, but we will supply the rest of the world with numbers that nobody has ever seen, and we will reduce our debt, $36 trillion. We will start reducing that, and we will also reduce your taxes still further. Next, and by the way, they want to raise your taxes 4 times. Think of it. And all my life, I grew up watching politicians. I always loved politics. I guess I was on the other side. I'd watch and they were always talking about, we will give you a tax cut. We will give you a tax cut. My whole life, I was watching, I will give you a tax cut, right, Mr. Congressman? That's all they talked about. This is the only administration that said, we're going to raise your taxes by 4 times what you're paying now, and people are supposed to vote for them? I've never heard it. You're paying too much. We're going to reduce your taxes still further. We gave you the biggest one, as I said. We're going to give you more, and it's going to lead to tremendous growth. We want growth in our country. That's what's going to pay off our debt. And next, we will end the ridiculous and actually incredible waste of taxpayer dollars that is fueling the inflation crisis. They've spent trillions of dollars on things having to do with the Green New Scam. It's a scam. And that's caused tremendous inflationary pressures in addition to the
Alex
cost of
Sotillo,
energy.
he says they print
And all
billions
of the
dollars
trillions
for
of
just
dollars
Ukraine
that
and
are
Israel.
sitting there not yet spent, we will redirect that money for important projects like roads, bridges, dams, and we will not allow it to be spent on meaningless
You're good,
green
Thaddeus. You're good.
new
You're good.
scam
You're good.
ideas.
Don't worry, bro. I'm not here to stifle you for having an opinion, bro. What kind of fucking coach and leader would I be if I just
And I will
wanted
end
to
the
blind
electric
you opinion?
vehicle mandate on day 1. Thereby saving the U.S. auto industry from complete obliteration, which is happening right now, and saving U.S. customers thousands and thousands of dollars per car. And right now, as we speak, large factories just started, are being built across the border in Mexico. So with all the other things happening on our border, and they're being built by China to make cars and to sell them into our country. No tax, no anything. The United Auto Workers ought to be ashamed for allowing this to happen. And the leader of the United Auto Workers should be fired immediately. And every single auto worker, union and non-union, should be voting for Donald Trump, because we're going to bring back car manufacturing, and we're going to bring it back fast. They're building some of the largest auto plants anywhere in the world. Think of it, in the world. We're going to bring it back. We're going to make them. We don't mind that happening, but those plants are going to be built in the United States, and our people are going to man those plants. And if they don't agree with us, we'll put a tariff of approximately 100 to 200% on each car, and they will be unsellable in the United States. We have long been taken advantage of by other countries. And think of it, oftentimes these other countries are considered so-called allies. They've taken advantage of us for years. We lose jobs, we lose revenue, and they gain everything and wipe out our businesses, wipe out our people. I stopped it for 4 years. I stopped it. And we're really ready to make changes like nobody had seen before. And remember, USMCA, I got rid of NAFTA, the worst trade deal ever made, and replaced it with USMCA, which is They say the best trade deal ever made. Actually, probably the best trade deal was the deal I made with China, where they buy $50 billion worth of our product. They were buying nothing. They buy $50 billion worth. They had to. But I don't even talk about it because of COVID. I don't even mention it, frankly, because of what happened with the China virus. We will not let countries come in, take our jobs, and plunder our nation. They come and do that. They plunder our nation. The way they will sell their product in America is to build it in America. Very simple. Build it in America and only in America. And this very simple formula, and Congress has to go along with us, and they will. This very simple formula will create massive numbers of jobs. We will take over the auto industry again, and many, many hundreds of thousands of jobs. We lost so many jobs over the years. If you go back 20, 25 years, they've stolen, going to China and Mexico, about 68% of our auto industry manufacturing jobs. We're going to get them all back. We're going to get them all back, every one of them. At the center of our plan for economic relief are massive tax cuts for workers that include something else that's...
You guys can check the rest out there. But again, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of motivational speech, a little inspiration, okay? Guys, now is the time to really get dialed in. Now is the time to really just get on your grind, bro. Make the change in your life that you want to make, okay? There is so much money out there. There is so much opportunity out there, and there's a sea of simps and weak guys out there that are disappointing these girls left and right. When you are the man, bro, I'm telling you, these girls will leave their family for you. They will leave their religion for you. They will move across the world for you. They will do whatever they can, because becoming a G, becoming a real guy's got his stuff together. You're solid in the inside, money, muscles, game, frame. You're a rare, rare, rare asset in this world. Okay. The world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. And now more than ever is the best time to really get the ball rolling. Okay. This upcoming August 1st, we're having the enrollment for the Masculine Empowerment Network. We're going to show you how to capitalize on the presidency coming into the office. We're going to show you how to make money. We're going to show you how to invest it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. When a guy in my community breaks through the six-figure mark, like, he gets really excited. He gets excited and he's so happy, whatever. But for me, it's just another Tuesday, bro. Just another Tuesday helping guys out. Join us in the Masculine Empowerment Network, okay? We had people join us during the stream. You could scan the QR code, or you could just go to Masculine Empowerment Network right here. Go to this website. We got 13 days until enrollment, okay? And then you put your best email address in right there, okay? And it's free. You'll be locked and loaded. You'll not, right here. Just put your email address in there. Scan the QR code right here, all right? Get on the waiting list. We're going to teach you how to get girls. We're going to teach you how to level up and get money. We're going to teach you how to get fitness. We're going to teach you text message game. We're going to teach you how to make a baller Instagram. We're going to teach you dating app mastery through the algorithms. We're going to teach you cold approach, how to escalate, how to put a girl to work. We're going to teach you every single thing that you want to learn. There is no better place on the internet where you're going to learn all this stuff. I am the best in the world. I am the best in the world. And you can see that clearly by all of the outcome of the students that come out of my program. There's nobody better than me, period. And the reason I'm so good is because the guys who follow my work, they get the results that they want. That's the greatest measure of how good a person is as a coach. So until then, we'll be here tomorrow, free consultation Friday, where you could call in and ask me questions for free. Been doing that for going on 4+ years now. So call on in, 657-383-1318. Got that branded into my head, you know? So until then, guys, look, don't be average, man. Don't stay average. It's a curse. It's a long time prison, and you just don't want to do it. I assure you, you don't want to do it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.